Good evening and welcome to the Ohio Varsity Socially Distant Girls Basketball Preview Show. Up first, we're going to take a look at the Perry Pirates, who have won back-to-back district titles and who hope to take the next step by advancing in the regional tournament this season. With 4 returning starters and 10 letter winners back from last season, the Pirates have the talent and the experience to achieve that goal. Head coach Roy Falvey is excited to kick off the new year, and he knows his girls are motivated by that loss in the regional semifinals last winter.
It's really exciting. The way the season ended last year, we played really well down the stretch. Obviously, we weren't real happy with our regional game, the outcome. So knowing that we had a lot of girls coming back, and they were, in the way the spring was in the beginning of the summer. They were chomping at the bit to get back at it, as was I. And it's really nice coming back with a veteran group. We're still not, we're not all senior loaded. We have a few seniors, but we do have a lot of juniors and a few sophomores that are going to contribute this year. The nice thing is, we have girls in the program that are pretty experienced with what we do, so we can really work on some of the finer things. Pay attention to, detail and really fine tune some of the things we do, which is really nice. And when you have some talented basketball players like we do in our program, our practices are competitive and the girls really get after it. So it's been fun. And I'm really excited to keep going.
To achieve their goals, the Pirates know they'll have to test themselves early and often this season, and that's why Coach Falvey beefed up an already challenging schedule. He hopes that competition will further season the Pirates for the challenging postseason games they'll play later this winter.
Oh, I think it's very key. That's one of the things we've really been working on the past couple of years is getting some really good programs on our schedule, some good teams. I think we can raise our level, and we don't do that by playing mediocre teams. We do that by playing good teams and good programs. So that is very important to us. We do it with our scrimmage schedule. We play some big time programs and tough teams, and we do it with our non-conference schedule. I think it's super important. And the way we've gone so far, we scrimmage Brush, we scrimmage Kenston, we had Euclid last night. We have Westlake, and we're supposed to be Mentor this Saturday, but Mentor's unfortunately not going to be in it. But we want to play big schools and big teams, and that just makes us better.
The Pirates lineup includes players who combined to average nearly 50 points per game last season, but Perry's success hinges on its ability to defend. Fortunately, the Pirates are as dangerous on the defensive end as they are with the ball in their hands.
Well, we talk about in practice all the time. Our offense really comes off of our defense. We play a full court game. We press. We get after it some different ways. And if our defense is going, it usually sparks our offense. And the thing I referenced last week. One of our games last year, Geneva, was very strong and has some really good players that came into our place, and we were just not going well offensively. We were missing everything. But we picked it up on the defensive end. We shut them out the last 12 minutes of the game. They didn't score in the fourth quarter, in the last 4 minutes of the third quarter. And we clinched the conference that night. It was all based on our defense. And even when our offense is going, it's usually we're getting some transition out of it. We're wearing some teams down. And our defenses are key. It really is. No matter how many points we score, it's usually based on how we're doing defensively.
Among Perry's returning starters are 2 of the most potent shooters in the area in seniors Madison Hacking and Falvey. Hacking enters the year with 924 career points, and she's ready for another opportunity to make history with her teammates this season.
It's very exciting that we have all the same goals, so they know the offense, they know the sets, and just having that talent build up over the past couple of years, you've been able to perfect things and run things really smoothly. They know the expectations, and so we get to practice, we get to work, and we do what we have to do because everyone understands that. And it's just super exciting to have that energy in the gym.
While Hacking is capable of carrying the team on her shoulders, she's relieved to know she has another talented shooter in Ellie and Falvey in the lineup with her.
It's really nice. You know, me and Ellie will do what we have to do to win the team, but be able to have those goals to step up in those moments and be able to score when we need to puts a lot of pressure on the other team's defense. You can't just stop 2 people if you have 5 people on the court scoring, so it makes a big help.
Hacking knows the Pirates can score, but she's also aware that a deep postseason run will require the Pirates to play well on the defensive end.
It's definitely going to have to take all defense. If we can just go out and play defense, no one said that you have to score 30 points a game to win. As long as you keep them down to 0, we can win. So it's all defense. Just come out every day, play your hardest on defense, and just work your butts off, and that'll transition to the offensive game.
Like her teammate, Ellie and Falvey is approaching the 1,000-point milestone. She enters the 2020-2021 season with 840 points to her credit. She's equally excited about the opportunity to hit that milestone while also leading the Pirates even deeper into the postseason.
It's very exciting. We've been doing everything we can to make sure we have this season. It's obviously very, very important for all of us in the meeting today because we're seniors. But I'm really excited. I'm definitely hoping to score my 1,000 points. That's important, but most important is to win championships. So we're definitely hoping to pass Sweet 16, hopefully make it to states.
And Falvey knows what it's going to take for the Pirates to reach their goals this year, and it starts with hard work and making the most of their opportunities.
Just working hard every day, trusting what Coach tells us, working on the little things and making sure that we're solid and on defense because we know that translates into our offense. So just trying to be more efficient.
While Hacking and Falvey will likely lead the Pirates in scoring again this season, senior Sydney Moon will be the team's inspirational leader. She missed much of her junior season with a knee injury, but returned this fall to play volleyball for the Pirates.
It was a really big relief. It made me feel like I could do whatever I could again. Being watching the girls do stuff when I couldn't play was really hard, but once I got on the court, I knew I could do it.
As much fun as she had playing volleyball, Moon is ready to switch gears to help the Pirates reach their goals on the basketball court.
It's really exciting because last year I didn't get to really play in the playoffs, but I think we'll make it far this year, and I think it'll be really fun.
Last season, Moon played more of a defensive role, but she's ready for anything this year.
Well, last year I was more of a defensive role, but this year I don't really know yet because I've had some issues from volleyball and recently, so I haven't really had contact yet, I guess you would say, on the basketball court. So I'm hoping I'll be the same as I was last year, but obviously I won't be as strong as I was, but hopefully I'll be able to be a defensive player.
In addition to Hacking and Falvey and Moon, the Pirates have a host of other talented players ready to make an impact this winter. Coach and Falvey is looking forward to seeing which of those players can step up this season.
Well, I tell you what, we have, like you mentioned too, we have a lot of people returning as letter winners, and we have some people that are going to play different roles as far as a lot of minutes, some contributing minutes here or there. I'm really high on a lot of our girls, but one of them in particular, Jaciana Anderson, JC we call her. She's going to be a big force. She was in the second half last year for us, both rebounding, controlling inside defensively. Offensively, she's really even stepped it up some more. She's big for us in there. Gigi Vicini, who's, Gigi, she's a junior this year. She started since day one of her freshman year. She's a top-notch defender. She's one of those players, we can have her defend a guard, we can have her defend a post, it doesn't matter. And what's exciting about her this year is she's really worked in this offseason offensively and improving her offensive game. So I think that's going to help. We're going to be without her for a little bit. She has a little bit of injury issue, but she should be back, at least for our second half of the season, if not the last 2/3 of it. But we really have a handful of girls that are really going to make a difference. Sydney talked about, I know she's kind of worried about how she's going to be. She's one of our best defenders, and she's going to come in this year and do the job like she's been. And I know she'll get that back. She had some injuries to deal with to start this season, but she'll be fine. Marcela Rodriguez, who's started a couple games here or there, she's going to be a big contributor for us. Margot Jean, and then we have another couple juniors and a few sophomores that are going to be big. I think we'll go 8 to 10 rotation, but we can go even 12, sometimes 13 if we need to, which is pretty. It sounds kind of crazy, but we do have some talent there.
Perry opens its season on Saturday against Beaumont in the Great Lakes Basketball Classic at Cleveland Heights. Good luck to the Pirates this year.